Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Um, unless you're new here, welcome in. Um, this is my thoughts on XXL's freshman class of 2013. I see a couple familiar names, but only some of which I've actually listened to, so this is going to be interesting. Of course, I always fucking forget. XXL freshman class of 2013. Is this gonna be like last time where this like took forever for me to fucking see this shit? Best ever? I said shit. It just might be, and maybe the best since. Did I really think that at that time? Really? It's a pretty nice picture. Though I only remember. Man, let's just talk about it then. I guess I can't believe one of the people in this. No, that's not the wrong. That's the wrong person I'm thinking of. Okay, anyway, Schoolboy Q. Starting with Top Dog Entertainment back in 2006, Schoolboy would go on to release his first mixtape 2 years later, and he's been active ever since. His first single, Druggies with Hoes Again, featuring Absol, is so fucking good. His freestyle was great too. In part two of the cipher, his group, also including Kurt Cobain's and Trinidad James, Schoolboy was the best, but wow, I like them all. Great fucking start to this year. Trinidad James. I have to also mention Schoolboy is like capital SC, capital H, then OOLBOY, capital Q with a space in the middle. Trinidad James with a dollar sign at the end. Starting in 2011, signed a year later, and now independent, he's still active. I'm not really feeling it. Am I still talking about whether they're still active or not? I could have sworn it was like the first one, maybe the second one. I'm still talking about relevancy or trying to. I'm not really feeling his first single, All Gold Everything. Just not my taste. I felt that freestyle though. It isn't the usual shit I listen to, but it made me laugh and bump my head. He was third in his group cipher with Schoolboy and Kirko. Joey Badass with the $2 signs for the S's. Formerly going under the name JOV, JAYOHVE. He changed his name because, according to him, labels are more interested in cynical names. Gaining attention for a freestyle uploaded to YouTube in 2010, he was signed 2 years later and is still active. His first single, Waves, is very nice. It took me by surprise. To be honest, disclaimer, I usually judge books by their covers and titles, so if someone's got a name I don't really like, I think I won't like them. Shame on me. I dug his freestyle. In part one of the cipher, also including Action Bronson, Ab Soul, and Travis Scott in part one of the cipher. Oh, is it like different ciphers? Okay, so part two was Kirko, Trinidad, and Schoolboy. Okay. In part one of the cipher, also including Action Bronson, Absol, and Travis Scott, Joey was second best in my opinion. Absol, writing since he was 12, Ab recorded his first song in 2002 and has been active ever since. His first single, Dub Sack, is a great listen. His freestyle is slow, but very poetic. In his group, he was third for me. That's very short. I was wondering. I was like, did I fucking miss something? Logic, beginning his career in 2009 under the name Psychological, he would soon shorten his name and blow up as we know him today. His first single, Under Pressure, is great. I love his style. His freestyle was nice as fuck. In part three of the cipher, also including Dizzy Wright and Angel Hayes, I'd say Logic was second best. Action Bronson. Starting rap as a hobby, Action would get serious in 2011 when he released his first mixtape and he's still going. His first single, Imported Goods, is a good song, pretty old school sounding. I really didn't like his freestyle. I'd say he was last in his group cipher, but did good. Kurt Cobain's. Beginning in 2009 and still going. I used to hate this guy just because of his name. As I stated earlier, judging book by their covers. I was like, how dare this man take his name from Kurt Cobain? What a piece of shit. His first single, What Yo Name is something I don't usually fuck with until I heard both the Mortal Kombat and WWE reference, and even with that shit auto tune, I really liked it. His freestyle is too rushed. He was second best in his group cipher though. Travis Scott. This is who I was thinking of when I was like, man, he lucked out, but I was thinking of someone completely different. He did not luck out. This dude got into a lot of trouble. Is he still in trouble? This man, he has to still be in trouble, right? For those that aren't that privy, formerly stylized with the dollar sign, but not anymore. Bro, is he? He's gotta be in trouble, right? The Astro World. In 2021, a grand jury has declined to indict rapper Travis Scott in a criminal probe of deadly 21 crowd surge. On June 29, 2023, so this just happened a couple months ago, a Texas grand jury decided against indicting Scott for Astro World. Fuck. That's fucking nuts, man. Texas, you guys are fucking dumb. What? That's fucking nuts, man. I For those that don't know, Astro World was fucking this huge festival. What was it? Was it 2021? At least 10 people died and hundreds were injured in a crowd crush moving toward the stage during Scott's performance at the Astro World Festival in Energy Park in his hometown of Houston, Texas. Is that why they didn't indict him? Because he's a fucking hometown hero or some bullshit? That's fucking dumb. November 5th, 2021. And you gotta remember, COVID was still big. Like, still pretty fucking big. 2020, it was like the worst, right? 2021, people were like, you either have this side that are anti mask, anti vax, just like shut the fuck up, pussies, and get over it, and they want to go to these concerts. And there's other people who are pro mask, pro vax, and they still want to fucking go out, right? Like, they're like depressed at being inside. I'm very much a centralist in all the regards. I think there are smart things on both sides. I think there's fucking stupid things on both sides. But I will say it is fucking insane to me that people were like, let's go to this huge fucking event. For what reason? There's no there's no like reason for it to have happened. And anyway, a crowd crush occurred. A bunch of people were too compacted in, and people suffocated. Crowd crushing is when they're like just surrounded and they fucking died. And in video footage of the incident, the second night was canceled. In video footage of the incident, Scott is seen doing the following: continuing to perform despite chants in the crowd pleading for him to stop, observing at least one audience member had been hurt, then ordering security for a brief moment to help, jump in real quick, keep going, only to continue with the rest of the show for the following hour, encouraging people to get wild and crazy despite an ambulance passing through the crowd that was pulling out lifeless bodies. Victims killed range from 9 to 27 years old. Why the fuck is a 9-year-old? Why are there any children present at this fucking concert, right? I was pretty young when I saw my first concert. It was Alice Cooper. Lots of wild shit that I should not have been seeing at my age. I think I was like 6 or 7. It's pretty fucking young. I'm hoisted up on my dad's shoulders. Meanwhile, guys have their girlfriends, their wives, their fuck buddies, whatever, on their shoulders, titties out, and I'm just like, this is fucking nuts. So I mean, I get it, but I also don't get it. Like, why the fuck? As a parent now, like, why the fuck are they there? Among other points of criticism, and it shows, I guess, the difference of like time. I guess I don't know. Like, I don't fucking know. Among other points of criticism was the fact that Scott halted his performance in 2015 when an audience member stole his shoe, ordering the crowd to beat up the person responsible. So there's a lot of people defending Scott, saying, "Oh, when you're on stage, the lights are blinding. You can't see shit. Like, you can't really see the crowd." Yes, you fucking can. There are so many people that came out saying, "No, that's not the case." This jackass, I think the next day when it was canceled, or the day after that, I think it was the day, this when the second night was canceled. It was the morning up. Man, I just woke up, y'all, and man, I just feel really bad. You know, it's like, and he just came off as like not genuine at all. Of course, the night before he's been performing and all this other shit, but like you don't care. Like you got paid. Like he didn't give a fuck. Um, and right here, he saw an audience member stole his shoe. He stopped the show, beat that motherfucker up that stole my shoe. Like, do it. What the fuck? Oh my god, how is he not in trouble? Like, how is he not in trouble? So, I guess he got into another. I didn't hear about this one, but he's performing at Nebula, a nightclub in New York City, March 1st, 2023, alongside Don Tolliver, when a sound technician, identified only as Mark, asked Scott to lower the music as it was too loud for the venue size. Scott reportedly responded by giving Mark the finger and then punched him in the head, resulting in Mark needing medical attention and police being called to the scene around 3:25 a.m. Scott had reportedly been drinking alcohol and damaged $12,000 in the club's sound equipment before he left the premises. The New York City Police Department issued a warrant for Scott's arrest in relation to the incident on March 2nd, 2023. They issued a warrant, so there's a warrant out for his arrest. They're probably not, if there's no cameras in that nightclub, um, I mean, I don't see why there wouldn't be. Hopefully they work. But if there's no like foot, I mean, they're probably not gonna. Nothing's gonna happen. I would assume. Anyway, let's see how he is as a rapper, shall we? Starting out in 2009 in the duo The Graduates, then forming the duo The Classmates, he'd branch out on his own in 2012 and has been active since. His first single, Upper Echelon, featuring T.I. and 2 Chainz, is alright, but T.I. kills it, shitting on 2 Chainz in the process, by the way. Great freestyle, and he was the best in his group, surprisingly. Dizzy Wright. Starting rap at just 8 years old with the group The Future, he'd go on to win a competition in 2010 and perform on TV that same year as Dizzy D Flashy. Signing with Funk Volume in 2011, he's been active since. His first single, Solo Dolo, is a great song, chill as fuck. He spit a good freestyle and was best in his group. I really like Dizzy. I really liked Funk Volume back in the day too. And Dizzy was one of the ones that like felt like this guy could really break it into the mainstream and be like huge. Like I really liked Hobson. Who was the fucking other guy? Swizz? Was it Swizz? I liked him too. I think it's Swizz. Angel Hayes, first black female freshman, releasing mixtapes from 2000. It should have been a black female from the jump. It should not have been fucking Iggy Azalea. I don't care what anyone says. Iggy Azalea is fucking garbage. Shouldn't have been on these lists. Oh my god. Releasing mixtapes from 2009 to 2012. She hasn't done anything since 2015, but who knows where she'll go from there. I forgot that I wrote this. I'm talking about relevancy to a list that is 2013. I'm writing it in 2017 and still saying I'm judging them on relevancy when I'm totally fucking not. Why am I even talking about that shit? But who knows where she'll go from there. Her first single, New York, is pretty catchy, but she uses the words bitch and bitches way too much. I'm a sucker for Mortal Kombat references, though. She did good with her freestyle, and she was alright in her group Cypher. She was only my least favorite because, again, she uses bitch and bitches too much. Why did I have to repeat that? I just totally contradicted myself. I use bitch and bitches too much. Female rappers, there's a stigma on females in any genre, like the WNBA. I mean, almost any genre. I mean, the Olympics. When you talk about Olympics, I feel like that's like where arguably females are better than the men. Like they just look so much better. It's so much more engaging, in my opinion. But in the rap game, you have way too many girls talking about their pussies and like, get off my pussy, blah blah blah. And like, I get it. Guys say the same shit with their dicks and all that. So get off my dick, blah blah blah, or get on my dick and yeah, put this pussy on your sideburns and just like, But like when there's such a small group of female rappers, it's a minority, right? And they're all saying the same shit. It's very annoying. I mean, there's a lot of garbage out there for men in rap too, but Angel Hayes, I don't fucking remember her. I don't. She's not been relevant since, so I don't. Like, when you talk about relevancy, I don't know who Angel Hayes is. I am a normie when it comes to a lot of shit, but like, what has she done? Yeah, 2015. Like, what has she done? She was a co-host of Catfish, the TV show. Like, what has she done since? In March 2017, Wilson released Resurrection. Oh, they're using her real name? Known professionally as Rose. Roes. So what the fuck is she doing though? Like, right, career. Okay, yeah. I don't fucking know. And the females really have it hard on these lists where it's like male dominated. Like, it's both a blessing and a curse. Like, hell yeah, fucking switch this shit up. Let's hear a female. Let's hear what she can do. And then like her just not performing that well, and then it's like like you could have picked somebody else. Um, like I think on one of these lists, one of the earlier lists, they asked Drake and Nicki Minaj if they wanted to be on, and they were like, no, we are better than that, and they proved it. Honestly, like they didn't need to be on that shit. That XXL list would have been fucking lit with Drake and Nicki Minaj. Honestly, um, Chief Keef, rapping at just 5 years old, Scudda Bang Bang Soba released his first mixtape only 10 years later, and labels went nuts over him. He would announce his retirement in 2016, but go on to release music anyway because of course he would. His first single, "I Don't Like," featuring Lil Reese, is amazing for how simple yet addictive it is. That's the shit I don't like? Chief Keef. Yeah. A fuck. That's the shit I don't like. Bang bang. Chief Keef makes me laugh, man. I used to hate that song. Like French Montana, Keef was too good for a freestyle or a cipher. Fucking asshole. Um, really tough with all his talent, but here we go. Dizzy Wright, Schoolboy Q, Joey Badass, Travis Scott, Logic, Action Bronson, Absol, Chief Keef, Angel Hayes, and then Trinidad James. I feel like I've committed sin. Fuck, this is a great year. Next up, 2014. Marcos says, "Let me go." All comments, bro. This whole relevancy shit is dumb. Marcos, my friend, says, "I really like Dizzy, Schoolboy. Travis is huge now. Logic, Chief, and Trinidad. App can spit, but I don't bump it. Action just talks in rhythm. I don't like Joey. And Angel Hayes, I haven't given a fucking chance. I didn't even read your review of her." I said, "All she does is rhyme bitch, and bitch is like a lot of rappers do with the N word. It's like, shut up, say something else." But she's alright. My friend Teray says, "I'm into Logic, and that's all from this class of freshmen. And that's all from this class of freshmen. His song Under Pressure was good, but Buried Alive was better suited for my taste and is an uplifter for my mind and for my acting jobs by keeping head on straight. And when I do start making the fame necessary to push me far in my career, don't lose sight of who you are as a person. Don't change for the world. Always be you." And then he said, "Thanks, Nicholas." That's me. That's my name. I said, "No problem, man. You act. That's a dream, or?" He's like, "It is the dream. I've been in productions in the inner city a couple times. The money is good too." I said, "That's awesome, man. I wanted to direct, write, sing. A lot of dreams." He said, "Do them, bro. Do them." I said, "I plan to at least write and sing. I don't know if directing is something I want to do anymore. It's not really." Um, I thought I should mention that as I was reading it, I was like, people are probably like, "What's the relevancy of this? Like, why are you?" Because Teray is amazing. If you're in the Metro KC area, Um, go look up Ray Watson. Anything that he's in, he's fantastic. I finally got to watch one of his productions. He acts and plays. Um, but you all have a good one and take care. That was my thoughts on the class of 2013. I forgot how good it is. I think next year's is the one that really sticks out for me for an obvious reason. All right, bye.